For the millions of veterans who return from combat with post-traumatic stress disorder, finding a way to deal with flashbacks, anxiety, and overwhelming emotions is really critical as they get back to civilian life again. For Marine Staff Sergeant Will Craig of Columbia, the answer has been this beautiful black lab named Jetty, who's an assistance dog, helping Will cope with his PTSD symptoms. We welcome them along with Danielle Cockerham of Paws4Vets. Great to have you both with us. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having us.
So you had a really difficult time in combat. Tell us about your experience.
Doing some of the combat operations we did in Afghanistan and in Fallujah, they were pretty out there. Saw some things that we weren't really planned for, and it got to me. I kind of tried to stuff it down, which a lot of us do, and I stuffed it down for a lot of years, and it finally just came to a boiling point. And that's when my CEO at the time said, "I've got an idea," and that's where Jetty came from.
Great. Danielle, tell us more about Jetty and what the training process is like to help vets.
Yes, so our assistance dogs start training at 3 days old. They spend about roughly 1.5 to 2 years in training. They go through a puppy development process. They go through our Paws for Prisons program, and then they work with students at the University of North Carolina at Wilmington in our service dog training program. And so students are able to work with the Paws4Vets staff and be able to transfer train the dog to clients like Will.
And so, Will, when you first started working with Jetty, that was a difficult process as well.
It was. I mean, I've had dogs my whole life, you know, farm dogs and whatnot, but Terry, one of the clients, instructors and everything, he said, you know, everybody who's had a dog growing up, they've got, you know, basically like a Yugo, and then you get handed a Ferrari, you know?
Yeah.
And that's always one thing that stuck in my head, because he really is, you know.
What does he do for you?
He helps me whenever I get real anxious or depressed. Whenever I'm in public settings or whatever, or somebody's, you know, pushing the envelope, so to speak, he has ways of pulling me out of that situation, pulling my attention away from it, wakes me from nightmares. That's happened a lot.
What are you able to do now that
Sleep.
you couldn't do before? Sleep. I mean, yeah,
Sleep.
that's
It's great. I mean, he'll jump up in the bed with me, cuddle up next to me, and I actually slept for the first time a full night through back in December when I took him home.
Wow.
And being able to wake up and actually feel refreshed and, you know it's because of Jetty was pretty awesome.
Yeah, you have some new goals for your life now.
I do.
Tell me about it.
One thing I want to do is, you know, let other service members and other people know that there is other ways out there than just medication. You know, these animals are amazing, and I've got some other friends in Columbia and the surrounding area who actually have some of the same symptoms and same issues that I do, and introducing them to Jetty and just seeing how he interacts with them. They wonder, you know, how'd you do this?
Yeah.
Well, I show them the website, and you know, they put in their applications. I know a couple of guys have. I don't know how many of them have gone forward with it, but you know, it's one thing to help others get to that point where medication's not always the only thing, the only way.
Sure.
Granted, it does help, but these animals are amazing.
Yeah, Danielle, for you, it's got to be rewarding to be able to help veterans get back to more of a normal life.
Yes, I've been with Paws4Vets now since 2013, so I've been able to see a lot of lives literally saved, a lot of family relationships repaired as well. So it's a joyful experience every single day.
Well, thanks for the good work you're doing. Thank you, Will, for sharing your story. It takes a lot of courage to do that.
Thank you.
Wish you all the best. Jetty's a great dog.
He is.
Sound asleep. I love it. To find out more about Paws4Vets, you can check out their website. It's paws with the number 4vets.org.